RAHA is in Greece after escaping from an abusive husband in Iran and religious persecution in her native Afghanistan. Now that she has asylum here, RAHA wants to help other women living on Lesbos refugee camp.
We're doing haircuts, makeup, and nail polish, everything. We're doing here free, but it makes me happy, make me good, because I love my job. I don't think about money. Just I want to help them because I understand the women.
She's one of 40 refugees helping other refugees at the Hope Project. Many of their donations of goods and labor come from locals. But after Turkey opened its borders to refugees heading to Europe, they saw a different reaction: anger and intimidation aimed at non-governmental organizations like theirs.
This has been a wind-up by the government as well as the local authorities. Everything's the NGOs' fault. You know, the NGOs come here, they take all the money, everything else. These refugees are getting $400 a month and things like this. It's just the constant lies coming out in the press and everything else, and the constant propaganda coming out.
At the height of the refugee crisis in 2015, Lesbos became a symbol of humanitarianism and tolerance. More than half of the million or so asylum seekers who arrived in Europe from Turkey came here, and locals fed and clothed them. 5 years on, however, island communities are tired of protecting Europe from irregular migration. Those who live near the refugee camp at MORIA are upset about the loss of security and property.
The house next door has been burgled 7 or 8 times. We've lost count. They even took the roof tiles off to get in on one occasion. They took what they could and destroyed everything else.
But refugees living in MORIA are desperate. They barely have clothing and food, and even less dignity. That is what the Hope Project set out to provide, seeing that the state could not. Now that a ceasefire has been agreed in Syria, there are early signs that Turkey may alleviate refugee pressure on Europe. But it will take time to rebuild trust in this complex community on the front lines of an ongoing crisis. Psaropoulos, Al Jazeera, Lesbos.